2020, Bank of Canada has been cutting rates like really fast and then shot up really fast. It's like a pendulum. So, what do you think? The inflation have they come back the inflations successfully because of what they have done with the interest rate? Because the inflation obviously is all-time high in the last 40 years. From last year 8.1% to right now 3.1%.
So we've managed to bring inflation down from 8% to 3% without much damage to the economy, which isn't the way things normally happen if you raise rates that quickly.
Without damage.
Yeah, the unemployment rate is up a little bit, but we haven't had a recession yet. A lot of that is because a lot of the inflation we were seeing was because of the supply side of the economy. So you remember during COVID, supply chains were really weren't operating efficiently. Costs were rising. Russia invade Ukraine, caused oil prices to spike. So inflation's coming down in part because of what the Bank of Canada's done, but a lot of it has been just improvements in supply chains. Oil prices are down below where they were pre-Russian invasion. A lot of that's why inflation has come down. But really, the economy hasn't suffered a lot.
You don't think that we have a recession or 2024 has a recession? So, there's so many different,
There's certainly a risk still that we could have a recession.
So we're not in it.
No, if you look at the most recent jobs data that came out this past week, we're still creating jobs. BC created 18,000 jobs. In Canada, it was basically flat. We're starting to see GDP contracted in the third quarter, but it's probably roughly flat in the fourth quarter. So I don't think we're in a recession now. Growth is very slow, and the labor market is slowing. But we're not in a recession yet. There's still a risk in 2024. I think we'll probably just avoid one, have the sort of very rare soft landing for the economy.
Okay.
But there's still the risk certainly there.
Is that today's buyers and sellers, they have not seen, most of them, they have not seen the 80s. 23% interest rate, the inflation was crazy high. I know that the housing value's gone down overnight, half price and things like that. So do you think that the Bank of Canada, they have the pressure to bring the interest rate down to avoid the mortgage renewal in 2024, 5, 6, something along that line?
So the Bank of Canada has a challenging problem ahead. They don't want to cut rates too soon and reignite inflation. But also they need to be wary that a lot of borrowers are going to be renewing mortgages at much higher rates and much higher payments, 30, 40% higher in 2024 and 2025. And that presents a real risk to the economy, unless they start bringing rates down, and therefore they make that renewal less severe.